Okay. 2, 1.
Hello and welcome back to MSE. Today is the live launch for our results season, so I hope you're all very excited and ready to go. It is obviously only 4 days now until A-level results, so let us know in the comments how you're feeling. Are you nervous, excited? What are you planning on doing next year? We want to know everything. And we've also got a little bit of advice that's coming up in a little bit. So if you're worried because you're not really too sure what to be doing next, or maybe you want to do an apprenticeship, we've got a little bit of advice coming a little bit later. But first of all, I thought I'd tell you who I am. So I'm Léonie and I've been doing an apprenticeship type thing here with MSE because I'm a media production student. I've just gone into I'm just about to go into my 3rd year at Montfort University, which is in Leicester. And so that's really exciting. I get to do a lot of different things with sort of cameras, radio, very exciting things. But we're not here to talk about me. We're here because it is obviously results time. So we've got a lot of different things that are going to be going on over the next few days. So you're definitely going to want to be keeping an eye on the MSE YouTube channel. We have, first of all, we've got live streams every single day. So as you can see on the screen, every single evening, if you've not got anything on, we'll be here for you. We're going to have advice from university, like people that are at universities that deal with like schools and colleges. So they know exactly what situation you're going through right now. They know sort of how you're feeling because they've gone through it themselves, and they have all the right advice for you at this moment. We're also going to be talking to some people from careers advisors. So if you're going into sort of a job after your A-levels, then we have the information for you as well. So keep an eye on those times and we'll be live just so that you can have everything you're needing through this slightly nerve-wracking time. We're also going to be talking to some of the people who have been going through this themselves. So we've got Year 13 students, and we're even going to have one live tonight. The person that's coming on live is Emily, and she's going to go to Edinburgh University to do psychology. So if you're doing anything similar like that, let us know in the comments, and we may even sort of talk about that a little bit more. But obviously, results season is not just about A-level results. People have been out there doing GCSE exams as well, so we are going to be there for them as well. Don't you be scared if you're doing your GCSEs. These are the live streams we're going to be having on next week, so that we'll be there for you throughout the whole of the lead up. And again, we'll have some advice for how to calm your nerves around getting those results, because it is a scary time. And we understand that getting those results, deciding which sort of sixth form or college you're going to go to, is difficult. We've already been talking to a few people tonight. So Mohammed has said that he is going and he's excited to go to college because he's got his A-level choices. I think he was going to do, what was it? He didn't enjoy doing English very much at GCSE, but he's excited. He's going to be doing photography. He really enjoyed doing that at GCSE, so hopefully that goes well for him, and he does manage to do that at A-level as well. But we've also got so many exciting games and things to sort of keep you distracted while things are going on. So tonight we've got, as I said, the chat with some people like Emily, but we've also got some GCSE students from our GCSE Reacts team. So we've got Olivia and Harvey who will be here joining us, which is very exciting. We've also got a bit more of a focus on A-level because it is A-level results in 4 days' time. So we'll have, as I said, like all the advice of what to do on the build up to the results, how to sort of calm your nerves and that sort of thing. But we've also got a little bit of fun and games. So you are going to want to stay tuned until 8:30 for those. But I'm not on my own tonight. I've actually got a guest. This is Ivy. You can grab a chair and come on in. So how are you tonight, Ivy?
Hello, I'm good.
Good.
I'm excited. My first time doing something like this. So.
Yeah. So Ivy is an A-level student at the moment, and what are you studying?
I am studying music, theatre studies and philosophy.
Yeah, so you'll be in the situation of those people that are waiting their results this time next year.
Yeah, it's scary.
It is scary, but I'm sure it'll be fine. I was there only 2 years ago and it was okay in the end. Like, you get a bit nervous around sort of thinking of, oh my gosh, what did I do in my exams, and sort of overthinking maybe I should have written these things instead. But honestly, try and relax, because it is a lot of fun I feel like it's probably more fun once you've had the results and you know what's going on. But yes. So Oh, there's so many people in the comments tonight. What have we got going on? Where are you? Are you doing anything exciting on results night? Maybe you're going to be here joining us to watch the live stream, or maybe you're going over to see some friends and that sort of thing. Let us know. So Maddie told us that she took German history, DT, graphics, business and dance at GCSE, so that sounds like a lot.
Dance? I didn't know you could do dance GCSE.
No, I know. I'm not the best
cool.
dancer, but I did enjoy dancing, so I feel like that would have been really fun to do.
Yeah.
Maybe let us know, is there something you can do for A-levels with dance, Maddie? Is that something you're going to be going on to doing? Oh, she's let us know she's doing photography, travel and tourism and media at college. That sounds exciting.
Tourism as well.
Yeah.
There are so many things that I didn't even realise.
I know. Like I did psychology, theatre and media, but I feel like tourism would have been something really exciting because travelling is one of my favourite things. Ellie says that she's really nervous because they really want to get onto the health and social... Oh no, they want their health and social results so that they can go onto their dream job. We are hoping that you do, those results come in for you, Ellie. Oh, Mohammed's got his plans for results day. He's going to Nando's to get the free chicken.
Free chicken?
That's what I've heard. Nando's are giving out free chicken for people that are having their results on results days.
Oh my! Why didn't we get this?
Why did I not get chicken on my results day? Exactly. That would have been the dream. Getting your results and having the best time with your friends, going and getting some free chicken.
Anything for the dream to me.
Oh, absolutely. So Mick Potter is a sort of a budding follower. They love our live streams. And he says he's got a question. If he changed the wording in a question in his history GCSE, would he still get the marks? Has he changed the wording of it? I'm not sure.
I reckon so.
Probably.
If you didn't change the subject and you just like changed the wording of the question, I would have thought.
Like, I'm not a history person, but I presume if you put sort of like all your dates in there, you'll probably be fine.
Yeah, I took history GCSE and I know I like meddle with the questions so that it would fit the knowledge I learned, and I ended up doing fine in that. So
that's what you have to do with exams. You have to use the knowledge, because obviously there's so much to revise for. You have to kind of use the knowledge that you've specifically revised and sort of tailor the questions to yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad I don't have to do exams anymore though, because honestly, waiting for results is a very stressful time.
I mean, I've just finished year 12 and it's like come as a real surprise to me because I finished my GCSEs and I got my results and it was like, whew, goodness, I'm like, I don't have to do that for so long, and this year has gone so fast.
Definitely.
And like in a year, it's going to be me getting mine again.
Yeah.
No.
Did you do much leading up to your GCSE results then to kind of calm your nerves, or?
I just like went out with my friends and tried to like forget about it as much as I could, because you can't change what it is now. And I know I like was so nervous like on the day because I realised it all hit me like, oh, this is actually real.
Everything you've been like building up to is there.
It's like on that one piece of paper. And I cried before I even opened it because there was like so much writing on it. But then once I opened it, I took a chill pill and I was like,
Yeah, I was like that for my A-level results. I got my envelope and they left it open and I sealed it shut because I was so scared. And I was like crying, and because I was so nervous, because I was like, there's been so much build up towards this, I didn't want to have sort of let myself down, as it were, and not got the results that I'd been kind of expecting to get. So I went and opened them on my own. So I didn't have like the pressure of my friends being around when I was opening them and like having to keep it together if my results weren't quite as good as I thought they might be. And then also, like, I could be excited in my own space if my friends hadn't done so well. But yeah, it's a difficult time, but we're here for you. Yes. See, some people are saying about how some of the papers were really easy, but to be fair, like exams, I wouldn't really stress too much if you found the exam really difficult, because what I always used to say anyway was, if you found it difficult, hopefully other people have as well, and the grade boundaries will be lower.
Everything's changing now, isn't it? Because of the new
grade systems and everything.
So we don't really know what's going on. So I wouldn't like try to overthink it too much.
No, and like even if you're wanting to get, say, like someone was saying they want to get a 9 in biology, even if you don't quite get that 9, I'm sure you'll definitely be able to go on to doing what you're wanting to do. If you say get an 8 or a 7 or something like that, there's always ways around it. So don't put too much pressure on yourself, because you'll just stress yourself out, and then you'll realise on results day that was unnecessary time.
It will feel so good though. It was like, it almost after results day, it kind of made it worth it, because you like built up for so long, and there was so much, and it was just so much relief, and you could just enjoy like it being over, and like all the work you've done.
It was all worth it. All paid off.
Exactly.
Yeah, and we've actually got, as I was saying before, we've got a few students that you'll be able to meet a bit later, Ivy, because we've got Olivia and Harvey, who have been doing their GCSEs, and they were part of our GCSE Reacts team, so we'll get to hear a bit from them, because Olivia's going to go, hopefully, she gets the results she wants next week, she'll be going to music, sort of drama and musical college, cool. And Harvey's going to be doing a BTEC makeup course, which, that sounds really fun. And if you haven't seen it, you should go onto his Instagram, because he's got all his like special effects makeup and everything on there, and if I could do that, like, I feel like I'd be set for life.
Yeah, I had a look earlier.
He's so talented.
Honestly, so cool. I was like, really? Is that not real? I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, it is honestly amazing. So we'll be able to speak to them a bit later, which will be really exciting, and get a bit of their sort of feelings on how they are leading up to that week, leading up to their results. But we've also got Emily, who has done her A-levels this year, and we'll see sort of how nervous she is or excited she is, because I know her results are sort of depending, her sort of place at university is depending on how her results have gone. So she'll hopefully be going to Edinburgh to do psychology. She did, this is kind of a bit odd I found, she did biology, psychology and geography, but in her geography class she was the only person.
That's so strange.
I don't think I'd be able to do a subject where I was the only person. I just feel really lonely.
I guess you get like a lot of attention from the teacher.
Yeah,
you get like tailored to your needs.
You get all of the sort of tips that the teacher has, all the focus is on you. Yeah. I know one other person who's done sort of along those lines. I know someone who had only 2 students in their theatre class, which I don't quite know how they got through it, because drama is kind of one of those things that you need people to do, like group performances and things. But they managed to get through it, so it's
as long as you come out at the end, you know.
Definitely, definitely. So yeah, make sure you stay tuned, because you'll be able to see Emily at 7:45. So I'm excited to see how she's feeling, because I've actually spoken to Emily a little bit briefly earlier on in the week, and she seemed quite calm. So maybe she'll still be quite calm. Hopefully she is.
Yeah.
But she may be a little bit more nervous, because it is sort of only 4 days away now.
It's coming up.
Yeah, it is coming up big time. I don't know what I'd be doing, to be honest, if I was in their shoes again. I don't think I could get like big results like that. I'd be too stressed. I overthink things though.
Oh yeah, same. It's definitely.
Yeah.
Just got to kind of like push it to the back of your mind, because
definitely try and sort of enjoy the summer, because obviously this is like one of the longest summers you'll ever get. You need to like make the most of it, and hopefully people will be making the most of it. Sort of go and have a picnic with your friends, all that sort of thing. And if you haven't made the most of it, make the most of it over this week.
There's still time.
There is still time. So some of these people in the comments, they've been talking about sort of what they've been predicted and sort of the kinds of things they did in their exams. Some of them were saying that AQA history was really easy, so their revision obviously paid off.
Yeah.
I don't think I would do very well in history. I'm really bad at remembering dates and things.
I like trained myself. I had like cue cards that I do every day with my mum. If I didn't have my mum to do them with me, I
would not survive.
I would have done. No. But it's difficult, because there's so much in history as well. Like I remember, because there's so many topics, and like you only get asked on a few bits of each.
Yeah, that's like one of the annoying things about exams. You revise all of it, and then maybe the thing that you've revised the most doesn't come up.
Yeah,
it's a bit disappointing. But yeah, but like you were saying, like if you didn't have your mum there, then you don't know what you'd have done. I feel like relying on your family at this kind of time is always really good to do, because like my brother and sister are younger, so they didn't really know what was going on when I was going through my results, but they were there to like distract me, which was really nice. So if you don't want to sort of go out and be with your friends, because that's like a bit stressful because you're all stressed, then you can maybe spend a bit more time with your family, maybe sit and watch a film with them, or sit and watch this live stream with them. Yeah. But yeah, let's see what people are saying now. So Mohammed was saying that he didn't even have teachers, he had to just sort of be independent.
Wow, I could not have done that.
No. I feel like I'd have found it too difficult to sort of learn everything on my own.
I'm the sort of person who like asks so many questions, like to teachers. I'm like, and this, what? I like need exact clarification. Otherwise, I can't cope.
I'd be that person that would give in like 6 essays, and my teacher was like, stop giving me essays now.
Please. I like rewrite something. I'm like, is this a bit better?
Yeah. But I think we've got a few of our videos that we were talking about earlier where we've got some of our people from universities and some of our careers advisors to give us a little bit of advice. So should we take a look at those and see what they've got to say for us?
Hi guys, welcome back to MSE. Today we're going to be talking about next steps for uni, and I'm delighted to say that I'm joined by Ben, who is the Schools and Colleges Liaison Officer. How are you, Ben?
I'm not too bad, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So, do students need to accept their firm or insurance choices through UCAS track?
Is that fine, okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
So the way that UCAS works for students that have already made their applications, obviously, ideally most students would have gone through the UCAS process sort of before Christmas, so months and months ago. Mm-hmm. They would have had all their offers back from university sometime in March. So really what they need to have done by this stage is accepted their offers, like you say. So they will have decided from their potentially 5 choices they've made on UCAS, they will have narrowed that down to a firm and an insurance. And by this stage they should have picked those 2 options.
Yeah.
If a student has got the grace to go to their firm choice uni, but has changed their mind, is there anything that they can do?
Yeah, absolutely. So I guess first things first, there is this misconception about them then sort of dropping their firm choice and going for, say, their insurance choice or one of those other 3 options. But unfortunately, that's kind of not how UCAS works. If you decline, or once you've made your firm and insurance, your other 3 options do get declined. They get taken off of your UCAS, so you are stuck with your firm and your insurance. So generally what I would suggest students do is go through clearing.
Well, you can't, it's...
So is it too late for students to cancel their place at university?
I would say not. Obviously if they've made certain decisions and they've kind of gone through that UCAS process and have said, right, okay, these are the routes that we want to take, then, if students have to go, maybe this isn't for me, maybe I need to defer a year. Deferring for a year is one really good way of starting off that. If they've already got the offer from university and perhaps they've made it their firm choice and they go, actually, I might want to just defer that for a year, take a year out to just sort of think about my options, then yeah, I would certainly say they can do that.
Is it also too late for students to change the course they're taking?
No, absolutely not. Like I said before, obviously students can go through clearing. So if they do make those decisions through UCAS and they go, yeah, okay, I'll put down my 5 options as, say, computer science, and then they do decide they want to go and do something else later on, clearing is the best route for that. There's not many courses now that don't necessarily go through clearing. You might struggle for some of your sort of NHS courses and things like that, but a lot of courses now are available and a lot of universities are available through clearing.
So would you say if a student has booked accommodation with their firm and insurance choice, will the one they don't choose automatically be cancelled?
Generally, if you set a university as an insurance choice, the university won't give you the option to book accommodation. So there's not many students that will kind of fall into that particular category. Generally, you'll find that it's only your firm choice that will say, right, you're on our system, you've been made a firm offer, you're probably going to come to us in September, so here's the way to book accommodation. And I think most universities I've heard of now will do it as like a booking link to your email. As soon as you set it firm choice, about 24 hours later you get the booking link to say, right, book your accommodation.
GCSE to A-level. And is it really difficult going from one to the other?
Staying on topic with accommodation, if students haven't booked accommodation at all yet, where can they seek help to find some?
The university itself will still have quite a lot of accommodation available. I know that we're still sort of, particularly over clearing, we've set aside quite a lot of rooms dedicated for our sort of clearing students, because we know that we get quite a lot of students that go through the clearing process. Going straight to the university sort of accommodation team would be the kind of first place to go, and just see if they've got any sort of university owned dedicated accommodation for those students. I think would be the first point of call. They will obviously offer advice, guidance, perhaps even sort of financial funding support when it comes to those kind of areas, if that is something that students are particularly worried about.
Do students have to log into university systems to start things up before they arrive?
Generally, yes. So, and I can remember from my time when I applied to university many, many years ago, there was sort of an enrolment service that you had to sort of go through. Part of that whole process.
So finally, if a student has concerns about moving to university, is there anyone that they can contact for advice?
So I'm going to use DMU as an example. We've got a couple of services and a couple of online conversations that you can have with current students as well, called, I think it's called UniBuddy, and that allows you to actually speak to current students and find out a bit more about the university. You know, it might be a good way of making friends, might be a good way of finding out about different sports teams or societies or that sort of thing. So you can ask any sort of questions about moving to university to current students, and obviously they're living and breathing the university experience. They're going to be the best people to ask.
Brilliant. So I'm sure this has been extremely helpful for all of our MSE viewers. Thank you very much for your time, Ben.
Not a problem. Thank you very much.
So we hope that that was helpful if you're going on to uni. But next we've got Alex, who's going to be giving us a little bit more information about going on to apprenticeships.
Hi guys, welcome back to MSE. I'm Jade, and today I'm going to be speaking to Alex, who is a careers advisor, and she goes and helps out at schools. Today we're going to be starting by talking about apprenticeships or degree apprenticeships. Is there a difference, and if so, what is it, between an apprenticeship and then a degree apprenticeship?
Apprenticeships have different levels, and so you have intermediate, advanced, higher, degree apprenticeships. So what level they are is determined by the kind of job that it is and what qualification your employer wants you to achieve.
An important question then, how do you apply for an apprenticeship?
It's just like looking for any other job. So you look around in the areas that you're interested in and see who's offering a job and apply in that way.
If I have an apprenticeship place, but I've changed my mind about it, can I change it?
Yes, you can. Yeah. So again, just like a job. So if you decide it's not the right thing for you, then you just resign.
Obviously, you've said that it's just like doing a job, but what about apprenticeships that involve you going to college?
Yeah, so it's the same kind of thing. So your college, you would normally be doing something like a advanced apprenticeship or an intermediate apprenticeship, and obviously that follows the standard academic year. So you have holidays when you're not at college. But in that case, you either might go into work as normal, or you might use that for extra study time, but you would still have that time available.
Okay, lovely. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope that has been useful for our MSE viewers.
So that's everything you need to know about apprenticeships, but next up George is going to be talking to Susie about what to do if your results aren't quite as you're expecting.
Hi guys, welcome back to MSE. Today we're talking about dealing with bad results. Today I'm also delighted to say that I'm joined with Susie, the founding director of Bright Futures. How are you?
Hi, I'm very well, thank you.
Good. Have you got any advice for people leading up to results day who think they haven't done as well as they originally hoped for?
You know, as human beings, I think we are incredibly self-critical, and I can remember on the run-up to my results day, and indeed as I take exams in my latter years, I always dread opening the final email or the envelope that says this is what you've actually got, because you look back at all the negative bits, not the positive bits. And you know, on the day, just about every single time I've done that, I've always done all right.
Would you say it's a bad idea to open your results around friends?
Personally, yes. I would highly recommend that you do it in a quiet place, perhaps with your mum and dad or your brother and sister, but don't do it in front of your friends, just in case one of your friends happens to get some not so great results.
Should people avoid sharing and comparing their results with their friends, like completely?
I think initially yes, but once everybody has got the results and they've opened the envelope or the email, then absolutely you can start to share that happy news with your friends, but do it in a conscientious way, because there's always the possibility that one of your friends might not have done so well.
Is there anyone that students can contact if they're struggling to come to terms with the results that they have achieved?
There's the career service, which I think do a satisfactory job. I would absolutely go and speak to my mum and my dad, speak to some of my peers. It's also good to start having a bit of a plan B. You know, university might be my plan A, but if that doesn't happen, what am I going to do? What does that look like? And then you can start to work on executing that plan B.
Is it good for students to try and go out and distract themselves from results?
Absolutely, yes. Go kayaking, or go to the gym, or go out for lunch with some friends, or do whatever floats your boat, but do something to take your mind off it. With you, and in most cases they are, and it's amazing how supportive your friends can be just by talking stuff through, and I know it's hard if you're the person who hasn't got to university and all of your friends have, but that golden word perspective is so important. And by perspective I mean university isn't for everybody, and indeed when people get to university thinking it was the right thing for them, you know, increasingly first year students are dropping out because they're thinking, actually, this isn't for me, and I felt like I had to be here to do this, to prove something, when actually it wasn't for me after all. So I think just talking things through regularly with your friends at any stage of that process is really, really important.
Is it okay for students to be disappointed even if they've got the grades to do what they wish for the following year?
You know, I think as humans, we can be incredibly competitive. And if, you know, you've got an incredibly gifted person who gets straight A's, and they've got that golden place, that amazing university that they'd hoped for all of their lives, but they're still beating themselves up because they didn't perhaps get 3 A stars. It's about perspective. You know, you did amazingly well to get those grades, and you've got that place. Be proud of what you've done and build on that moving forwards, but don't look back and beat yourself up about not working harder. Again, consign it to history and open the next chapter of your book, the next chapter of your life, which can be amazing and happy and full of all the things you want it to be. But don't let the underperformance or the mistakes of the past haunt your future. There's no value in that.
I agree, yeah. So I'm sure this has been very, very helpful for all of our MSE viewers. So yeah, thank you very much for your time, Susie.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, it's Jade. I'm still enjoying the summer, but MSE is busy getting ready for its biggest ever results season. There will be daily videos and live streams, and all the latest from A-levels, UCAS and clearing. Our GCSE reaction team will be back as they get their results, and we will be going into the early hours the night before results. So join MSE for results season 2019. We're with you all the way.
finish my A-level exams at the start of this summer.
It's drawing closer.
I am very scared.
What am I going to do? It's fast approaching.
Hi, I'm Olivia Greenhalgh and I'm going to be part of MSE's amazing GCSE results season coverage. Watch me exclusively live on MSE's YouTube and Instagram. I'll be chatting to you guys and having lots of fun as we all wait for results. MSE will be streaming live every day, including Thursday, as we finally open those envelopes. So join me and hundreds of other GCSE students on MSE. We're with you all the way.
Providing you're not holding any offers, from the 5th of July you'll be able to add a clearing choice on track by clicking on the Add Clearing Choice option. Please do remember though to speak to a university or college you're looking to apply to in clearing before adding the choice.
Hello, and we hope that those videos were helpful. If you weren't too sure what to be doing for if you're going to university after results, we hope Ben has given you a little bit more advice there. And also, if you didn't really know what an apprenticeship was, maybe that's sort of made you consider it a little bit more, or if you're already considering it, you have a little bit more information. But we have been joined by Emily, as you can see. Hello, Emily.
Hi.
So, Emily, you've just been doing your A-levels, haven't you? So you're going to be waiting for your results this Thursday.
Yes.
Are you like nervous for those, or are you feeling excited?
I'm very, very nervous. Very nervous. Honestly, just thinking about it gets me a bit.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah.
Are your results sort of, is your place at university, depending on the results that you get on Thursday then?
Yes, I have a conditional offer, so I have to get an A and 2 Bs, which I will hopefully get.
Yeah.
And then, if not, my insurance is 2 Bs and a C, so fingers crossed.
You're quite secure then. You've got another option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless everything went really downhill, but let's
fingers crossed it won't have gone too bad. Where is your insurance choice at then, Emily?
The University of Liverpool.
So 2 fairly good universities to be going to then.
Yes, I was really happy about my insurance. So,
so have you got many plans leading up to results day now then?
Pardon?
Have you got many plans into leading up to results day for sort of how to deal with the nurse and things?
Sort of. I have an idea of what to do on the day, but honestly, it's more about not thinking too much and just, breathing, calming down, and just making sure I'm focusing on my hobbies. That's what I've been doing. So today, instead of thinking too much, I decided to get out my art supplies and just draw until I couldn't even think about results.
Yeah, I mean that sounds like a pretty good way to sort of distract yourself. Yeah. Have you got many plans for results day itself then?
Sort of. So I know definitely that I'm going to wait to go on the website and see if my university has accepted me or not. If not, then I'll go into school, collect my results, and talk to teachers and have to deal with the fact that gonna have to go through clearing.
Oh, I'm sure you won't have to go through clearing.
Yeah, not. But either way, it's. Clearing shouldn't be too bad, I hope not. I mean, there's always that stigma behind it, but I think, honestly, there's so many people who get, good opportunities for clearing and get back to courses anyway, so...
Yeah, I know a few people who've gotten to uni through clearing, and there's, absolutely no difference. And the universities that do take clearing, almost every single university does it. So there is definitely no stigma behind it, I would say, once you're at university.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just, it will just work out either way.
Yeah,
I definitely want to do psychology, and I definitely want to study that, and it doesn't matter, I guess, the university I go to. Hopefully the course will be good either way, you know.
Fingers crossed. So we've got a discussion coming up a little bit later with you and some of your friends, and you were talking about what to, like, sort of how you're feeling about going to university. Sort of, were you nervous or worried and that sort of thing? Is there anything you're sort of doing at this moment to try and prepare for going to university?
Sort of. I'm kind of like making a list of basic things I'll need to like take, and I've also been making sure to read a bit on my actual subject, and just making sure to like exercise my brain, because I haven't picked up a pen and actually done like a lesson for a long time. So I don't want it to like, universities just let me like right whacking, because it's obviously going to be a little bit of a step up from like A level and stuff.
Yeah.
I've just been reading about the subject a little bit here and then. What else? For my actual choice, if I actually get in, I've been looking at things like having to buy like a particular bus pass annually, looking at things like finances and stuff, and also before going to uni as well, you have to find your student account. So I've been doing research on that as well.
It sounds like
you're
very prepared. You sound so much more prepared than I was.
Yeah, before my sister went to uni, she like didn't know anything really about it.
And it'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly.
So someone in the comments was asking, Emily, what exactly was it that you took for your A-levels?
Oh, for my A-levels, right. So I decided to be super sciencey. I was like, ooh, let me go for science and do biology, geography, and I did a social science, psychology. So yes.
They're quite good ones, I'd say, for psychology. Like I never did biology after GCSEs, but I feel like it definitely would have helped with like biological psychology and that sort of thing.
Yeah, they link together a lot, don't they?
Definitely. So we had some people asking before about the jump from GCSEs to A-levels. Did you find that was a really big jump, Emily?
Yeah, definitely. But I feel like it's because I did the old syllabus. I'm an old person, not a youngster. I was doing the old syllabus, so for me personally, it was quite a huge jump for like my year. However, I have been like looking at different textbooks that you guys are probably using, and I wouldn't say it's as big as a jump. I mean, the new syllabus is obviously a lot more difficult, but it's to prepare you for A-levels, so I don't think it's as bad as it used to be. So and as long as you have like a good mindset and you're willing to like work hard and you're not lazing around, then it should be fine. But obviously there's going to be some hardships.
Yeah, I mean, I did the new GCSEs because I'm going into year 13 now, and I found that within my subjects there was a lot of similarities between the courses. Like, it was harder, but you can see you take what you learn at GCSE and then like expand it more. So
yeah, it's all links between the two, which makes sense.
The new GCSEs are good at making that step a bit easier. Not that it's easy, but
no, but it sort of helps you out a little bit. It gives you a bit of a tips beforehand. So like Ivy's going into year 13 now. Have you got any tips for her, Emily, of like the best ways to go about doing your A-level exams?
Okay, doing A-level exams. Definitely get a good amount of rest the day before. Don't try and, when you're like lining up for them, don't try and like panic and quickly read over notes. Nothing's gonna go into here. Like, it's just, and just make sure to go into the exam with a good amount of confidence, not all, like, I'm ready for this, nothing can put me down kind of thing. More like, I've studied as hard as I could. I can only do as much as I can do. Because that definitely makes an impact on how you're going to take the exam and stuff. So,
so someone else in the comments was actually asking, how long was it after you started college that you started looking at universities? Did you start looking like straight away, or leave it for a little bit?
To be honest, it was always in the back of my mind, like around towards the end of year 11. But then when I went into year 12, I was like, okay, I guess I kind of have to think about unis. And it was because my school, I was in the scholarship program, and so they were like already like telling me, like, you have to think about it, and I'm really grateful for that. They actually made me think about some possible universities. But what I'm definitely going to say is, they're probably not going to be the same ones you'll have at the end when you actually apply. There's a lot of factors that you have to look in, but I think it is pretty important to like go to things like open days and just like, you know, look at actual information on the websites and stuff, because it does take a lot of time to look at things like course structure, and because every university has a different way they want to, you know, do a certain subject.
So, like, did you consider the subject you would be taking at that point as well, or did it take you a little bit longer to decide that?
No, it took me a little longer.
Yeah.
I honestly didn't know what I wanted to do. It was more, I mean, because I was thinking about either doing, I think it was biomed, psychology, and even business at one point. I was just very iffy. It was just volatile of everything that I was thinking about. And I also think that's just due to the things I also decided to study at A-level. I don't think I was too sure about them. I regret, but you know, we have to move on and stuff. So yeah, definitely don't be scared if you don't have your whole life set already. Things change all the time. You know, you have a lot of time until you actually apply and stuff. It's just as long as you have like a little list, or you're thinking about it, and then it won't be too hard in the future when you actually do apply.
Yeah. I think it also matters to like look at what sort of place you want to live as well. So like the university's corresponding, because there are lots of different people will want to live in different places and cities and smaller ones, and that's something that I've definitely, like when looking at unis, looked into as well, because you've got to be comfortable with where you are so that you don't get like, too homesick and then freak out.
I'd say something else that I found when I was looking at university was quite good to consider was also whether a university was a campus or city-based one, because I went to visit a few different ones and I found almost straight away I did not want to go to a city-based uni, because I wanted everything to be close by so that I wouldn't be too scared about things. But like for some people a city-based uni is like perfect for them. But yeah, have you got any sort of like final tips then, Emily, for people who are going to be going to doing their A-levels or that are sort of looking at universities?
Tips for like A-levels, I guess definitely when you're going over things like topics in like year 12, make sure when you have little tests, definitely have some flashcards, make some notes. That way towards the end you already have like a large compilation of them, so you don't have to waste too much time making too many revision cards and things, if that's your thing. Also experiment different ways to revise at the beginning of the year, so by the end of like year 12 you already know the kind of way you need to revise. So for example, I remember I had to revise by talking to people and my family actually, and that way it's actually ingrained in my memory. And you know, definitely find the way for you to revise. Also exam papers, very important. Exam papers, definitely, that's like a big tip. University wise, I personally, what I did is I got a little book and I wrote like the future, and I wrote a bunch of universities I was interested in, and made sure to have like little columns to compare them, so like entry requirements, and I would look at like the ups and downs and things. And yeah, just make sure you know everything about all the universities you're actually interested in, and make sure to have an open mind about them as well. Not everything's just about the league tables. You just make sure to look at the actual course structure and stuff.
Yeah, that's really helpful, I think, Emily. So thank you very much. And I think we'll let you go away and have a nice evening, and hopefully you won't be too scared now on those days leading up to A-level results. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
So yeah, that was Emily, and I think she looked quite calm.
Yeah, she was so chill.
Honestly, I was freaking out probably from the day I ended my A-level exams even. So, and she's very prepared, very prepared. But if you're not sort of as prepared as Emily is, or you've got sort of a few questions about things, we've got a few videos that are coming up now. So we've got a recruitment consultant first up who is going to be talking about sort of like reapplying to university. So if maybe you're deciding, actually, I don't want to go to university anymore, you can consider the possibilities of reapplying.
Hi guys, welcome back to MSE. I'm Jade, and today I'm going to be speaking with Alex. Alex is a careers advisor and she helps out at schools. Today we're going to be talking about whether we should reapply to university. What are the main reasons a student should consider reapplying to university?
So the most important thing is if you're not really sure about the course or the institution that you've applied for. Or the second thing might be if you haven't got the grades, you've been turned down by the university, either for the grades or it can be another reason. So your statement hasn't been good enough, for example. And it's really important that you do feel that you have made the right choice, because it's a big deal to move into a new institution, in some cases into a new town or city in order to live, and you incur significant debt as well. And if you're not really sure about that choice, then it can be worth taking time out and thinking about what you really want to do.
Can students reapply through clearing, or do they have to use a different process?
So you can reapply through clearing, and that's if you kind of have made up your mind that you want to change what you're doing, but you know now what you want to do. But there is also what's called adjustment, and that is used in the cases where your grades have come out better than predicted, and so therefore you're eligible for courses that ask for higher grades.
Will schools and colleges be able to help those students through the process?
Yes, of course. So if you go into school on results day, that's generally the best time to do it. And you'll be able to talk to an advisor, or your teachers should also be able to help you with that, and they'll guide you through the process.
For those students who are thinking about it then, what can students do with their applications to make them stand out more for competitive courses such as medicine or law?
So if you are looking at something like medicine, I would be looking at something like your UK CAT or BMAT score, because that's often something that affects your initial application. You can always go and resit that and get a higher score, which can make a big difference. The second thing is obviously your grades. So if you think that doing a retake in one of your subjects might be helpful, then that's a good thing obviously to consider. But remember that some universities won't take re-applicants for those competitive courses. The other really big thing that you can do is to go and get some work experience, get a job, do some voluntary work, do something that will increase your well-roundedness and your different skills that you can bring to the table.
So can you reapply to universities that have a higher entry criteria to the grades that you have already achieved?
So there's, if you're not too far away, then so long as they're not one of the ones that doesn't like the reapplications, then yes, why not give it a go? It might be worth, if you're going to go to an open day, or if you can't do that, then maybe ringing them or emailing them and saying, this is my situation. And if you think you can really write a really whiz-bang application, if you're pretty close to those grades, then you probably still have a chance.
Yeah. Will universities be able to see the information about where the students had previously applied?
No, they won't, because they don't even, when you apply the first time, get to see where else you've applied to. So the only way they'll know is through their own records if you've applied there before.
Will any funding entitlements be affected if a student is going to university having reapplied?
No, it shouldn't make any difference. I mean, you just reapply in the usual way. And what you can do sometimes is use that extra time to do some work, and that might, benefit your bank account and give you a head start.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time, and
You're welcome.
Hopefully for the MSE viewers, that has been very helpful.
So hopefully Alex helped you a little bit there if you're thinking about reapplying to university. But next up, you may find some relatable things here as the Year 13s talk about what they're excited about and what they're nervous for university.
And I have to cook.
Are you going to buy your own toilet paper, or are you and your roomies going to have to each put 20p down?
Get out of here. Bye mom, bye dad, see you later.
Today we're going to be talking about university feeling. So what are we scared about? What are we excited about?
I've been excited for uni since before GCSE. Like I've been waiting to go for now. Like I've been like ready to go. I'm going to uni. I'm getting out of here. Bye mom. Bye dad. See you later. Like
when the grades get there.
No, but I've been so excited to go. Like I've just been so excited. Like I don't think I'm scared about anything really and truly. I just want to go. Like
so that's a positive human being.
I'm excited because I'm going to like UAL, and like I'm excited to like have the connections and like have. I feel like I have
Love Island. I'm excited to have those connections.
No. I'm excited to like
get grafted.
Like have more freedom because I feel like I did have freedom like in college, but I feel like in uni it will be more so.
Yeah, so I had the same attitude as Priscilla when I was in like year 11 because just like I was sick of my brother, so I was like, I can't wait to go to uni, can't wait to get away from this. Sometimes like when there's like dusty people on TFL.
Your grandma?
Pardon?
Did you say your grandma?
No, my brother.
Oh, we heard grandma. We're saying you like grandma. Your grandma do.
My grandma's nice. He is the demon.
Oh, your brother.
Yeah.
We heard grandma. We heard grandma. I swear.
I just wanted to get away from my brother. Anyways, like sometimes London will be a bit too much. Like the atmosphere, the people on the transport, like the crazy, everything. I'll just be like, I can't wait to go to Durham because when I went there, like it's just quiet. It's a new atmosphere. I kind of feel out of my comfort zone when I was like in the party and just like socializing with the applicants. But then there was like a moment where we were dancing and like I felt united.
I'm mostly fear. I'm excited. I don't know. It's because I'm very anchored to my family in a way. So I'm very like sentimental, and I don't like change. So the fact you thought I would have thought about this, right? That like, I'd stay close to home, go to university that's quite close if I have these issues, but I decided to go
all the way to
Scotland.
I'm excited about like living by myself, but then I'm really scared about getting kidnapped.
Wait.
And I have to cook. But I don't want to. But no.
So you also have to sort out your finances, right? And what I was thinking about is like, obviously they're not going to provide you things like toilet paper and stuff. So you're going to have to like, are you going to buy your own toilet paper, or are you and your roomies going to have to like each put 20p down?
20p?
I don't know what it's like. I don't know finances.
You have your own role. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. Like that kind of thing.
I don't think there's anything bad about
Anyway,
I think the stress. Maybe the stress the work.
Yeah.
Dissertation.
Oh my gosh, that YouTube needs to come through for me somehow. Like,
you guys, all I'm gonna say is scholarship. Out like you can find some good ones. I'm telling you now. Yeah, find the scholarships. They're gonna make you do some long process, but it's worth it because they will pay like if it's maybe $1,000 or $2,000. Maybe sometimes
have you got a
third? Use Grant Ferry.
Yeah, but overall, we're all excited for uni.
Yeah.
I mean, only being kidnapped and being broke.
You guys are excited. I'm fearful.
I'm excited.
Honestly, interesting. But then at the same time, it's like, oh damn.
I've been independent all my life. Like I was ready for it. Like
I've been independent.
Like let's go.
I haven't been independent. I don't know how to cook, so I'm going to start.
It's okay. I'll teach you. It's fine.
You better buy.
So thank you for joining us about our excitement, our fears about university, and we hope you find them interesting, and as well as some issues that you may want to think about.
Hey.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
So that was how those Year 13 students are feeling. But next up, we've got Tom, who's got all the information you're going to be needing about CVs and cover letters.
Hi, welcome back to MSE. Today I'm joined by Tom, a recruitment consultant. And we're going to be talking about CVs and cover letters. Tom, what are CVs and cover letters used for?
Basically, a CV is a snapshot of who you are as an individual on a professional level. A cover letter would be more useful to engage with somebody that you're not going to be able to speak to. Use it as a type of informal email. Have a chance to quickly get across why you're applying for a job.
Where's the best place to start when creating your CV?
I think you can make a good CV just using Microsoft Word or Apple Pages. It's fairly simple. The main thing is to make sure that you keep all the information accurate when it comes to employment. I'd be tempted to say write a completely new CV for every individual job that you're applying for.
What would you recommend students do to build their CV?
Outside of going out there and getting work experience, things like taking part in further courses, going and helping out in your local community can come across really well on the CV, especially for entry-level jobs where the qualifications are less stringent.
When writing a CV or a cover letter, how long would you recommend each of those documents be?
I would say a CV should be no longer than 2 pages. Moving on to a cover letter, I have to say that's going to be a really short document, maybe 1 or 2 paragraphs at most.
So would you recommend updating or redoing your CV every time you're applying for a new job?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you'll be updating your CV every year, 2 years anyway. If you've got 10 jobs in front of you and 4 of them are more specialised in a certain area, make sure you highlight those points that are going to tick the boxes on those job applications.
Should you have a set cover letter, or would you recommend changing that as well for every single job?
Yeah, definitely. It wouldn't hurt to have a template in place and then tweak it again for each individual application.
Okay, so I'm sure this has been very helpful for our MSE viewers. Thank you for your time, Tom.
Thank you. Speak to you soon.
Hi, I'm Olivia Greenhalgh and I'm going to be part of MSE's amazing GCSE Results season coverage. Watch me exclusively live on MSE's YouTube and Instagram. I'll be chatting to you guys and having lots of fun as we all wait for results. MSE will be streaming live every day, including Thursday, as we finally open those envelopes. So join me and hundreds of other GCSE students on MSE. We're with you all the way.
Hi guys, welcome back to
Hello, welcome back. So hopefully that gave you some good sort of advice there on like building your CV and that sort of thing. And also if you're going to university, hopefully you found some of those things a bit relatable. But we have now been joined by Olivia and Harvey. So we're going a little bit away from A-levels because they have just done their GCSE, so they're waiting for their GCSE results, which are coming next week. So how are you feeling, guys?
Do you want to go first?
Go first.
I really thought about it, to be honest. Like, I feel like a lot of people are stressed about it, and I'm just here, like, quite chilled out about it. I feel like once exams are done, they're done, and you can't change anything. So there's no point stressing. They've all been marked. You've probably already got your grade by now, and you're just waiting to find out what you've got.
I think that's a really good mindset to have.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just so scared. I'm like, I don't even know. It's very scary.
Yeah. Is there anything you've been doing, Harvey, then to try and sort of take your mind off of it, or?
Nothing's taking my mind off it. Like, I've been watching them YouTube videos, like how to not stress and all this stuff. It's just not helping me. So like, I don't even know why. It's just nothing.
Well, if you want to be a little bit less stressed and a little bit Harvey, after we've talked to you guys, we are going to have our games. So that may help you out. It may be stressful in another way because you want to win, but it distracts you away from the fact you've got results coming. So, Harvey, you're going on to be doing a sort of like behind-the-scenes film course after you've got your results. So, what is that course sort of like all about then?
So it's kind of difficult to explain, but it's just like, I don't know how to explain. It's like a screen and like a TV academy, and it's like, so we learn everything, like how to work a camera, how to write scripts, how to like do makeup, how to do costumes, just like everything. And it's like, it's quite mad, but yeah.
That's cool.
Like, it's a new school, so it's like kind of scary, but you know.
Yeah. Oh, so you have to like go there. It's not like a thing at sixth form or anything. It's like a.
Pardon?
Is it like a separate school, so you have to just study that, or are you studying something with it, or?
Oh yeah, you can choose if you want to do English A level as well or Maths A level. I think I'll choose English A level, but that's the only other options you can do.
That's cool. So Olivia, you're going to do something to do with drama, aren't you? What is that?
Yeah, but I go to musical theatre college in London.
Are you excited about that then?
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm literally so excited to go.
So what are you guys going to be doing? Are your results sort of changing what you can do next year, or are you sort of chill with all of that sort of thing?
So I had to audition to get into my college. So there was like 4,000, 5,000 people that auditioned and only 40 got in. So I literally need no GCSEs to get in. Even if I fail maths and English, I can still go to the college, and the college will help you pass maths and English whilst you're there. So I think that's where I've got a lot less pressure than everybody else, because I literally did my audition and that was like the pressure around that, and then obviously I'm in now, so GCSEs aren't really going to affect that.
Yeah.
For me, I just need 5 GCSEs at like grade 4, so I'm quite lucky. I don't have that much stress. But to do English A level, I have to get 6 in both of the Englishes, so yeah.
Yeah, there's a little bit of stress there then. Are you worried about there being a jump up for when you're doing these courses, or are you sort of think it's going to be alright and you just kind of take it in your stride?
I feel like it's going to be a massive difference. I'll be in college a lot more. I'll be in college 5 days a week, Monday to Friday, 8 until 6:30.
Wow.
And like it's like 45-minute cardio every morning, like dance classes all day, singing classes all day. So it's completely different from sitting in a classroom and having to write stuff and then go home and revise from like my arts and flashcards and stuff. It's literally like singing and dancing and acting all day. So it's a lot more physical than obviously normal school. So it'll be a bit of a change from there, but I'm doing something I love, and yeah, so I think it'll be a lot better.
Yeah, definitely. I think if you know what you like want to go into, then it's fine to specialise. Sorry, Harvey.
Yeah.
You go.
Is it my turn now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So basically, I'm not worried about the jump really, because obviously I already do makeup and stuff like that, so I kind of already have like a kind of insight into it. So it's not going to be as stressful for me in that kind of side. But for English, I'm kind of scared, because at GCSE, I was all right at it, so that means that it's going to get harder, so I might just be terrible at it, but I mean, we can always try, so yeah.
Yeah. Have you got any specific plans for results day next week then, or are you not too sure what you're going to be doing?
I think I'm just going to get my results, film my video, upload my video, and go to Nando's.
That sounds like a good plan to me.
Free
I
Nando's.
think for me, I'm gonna do my video, obviously, like get my results, and just sleep, to be honest, because I'm probably not going to sleep the night before, so, you know.
That's a good plan.
Definitely. Have you got any advice for them, Ivy? Because you got your GCSE results last year, so you know sort of like how they're feeling.
Advice. It's difficult because I was really nervous before, but I think you realise like after it's done that you'll be so relieved, like you'll get that sleep that you need. And also like I spent time with my friends in the evening. We went out to someone's house and we all were together, and like it was quite nice, but it was strange because we were supporting some people who maybe weren't so happy and some people who were like celebrating, but we were all together, and like I think it's very important to like support each other through it, because it is difficult. But
I can't see Harvey anymore.
He's gone.
You alright there, Harvey?
Yeah, hi. Sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. I think we're looking at your light now.
Pardon?
We're looking at your light rather than you.
What do you mean?
I think you turned your camera around.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. You've got a very nice light there.
Oh, I have no idea how to turn this. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, hello. It's back.
There we go.
No, back on again. Oh, okay.
We have Harvey.
Okay, there we go. I'm back. Hello.
That's all good. So are you guys excited for the results season week that's going to be on next week on MSE?
Yeah, I can't wait. It'll be really good to just talk to, like, obviously a lot of people will be watching it that'll be getting the results, and they'll be able to watch us talk about results, and we can listen to other people talking about results, and it makes it seem like it's not just you that's getting your results. Like, there's thousands of people around the country getting results.
Yeah, probably the same. Just excited. Yeah.
So obviously, Olivia, you're going to be going on and doing a little live stream on Instagram after this live stream. Have you got any sort of plans, like, should people tune in? Why should they tune in?
I don't know. If you want to come and chat, have you got any people have got any questions or anything? I can literally answer any questions people have got, or if people have got any worries or concerns, and I'm there to just chat to. And
yeah, sort of like a friendly face there to offer a little bit of relatable advice kind of thing then.
Yeah,
that's cool. So it's obviously A-level results week at the moment. Have you guys, is that making you a bit more scared for doing your courses next year, with seeing how people have been on MSE about their results from A-levels?
I think because I'm doing very different A-levels, obviously, like, the course I'm doing is equivalent to 3 A-levels. We do assessments all year, so like we'll do singing assessments or like dancing assessments all year, so I feel like I'm in kind of like a different boat to the typical A-level route. So
yeah, for me, I'm not really scared, and like, because we do like set projects throughout the year as well, and it just gets put together and you just know before the results there, I guess. But yeah, it doesn't really affect me, to be honest.
Yeah, that's cool. So have you got have you started thinking about, like, after college, or is that sort of your main goal at the moment?
After college, I want to go either to a 3-year musical theatre course again. I can either stay at the school that I'm at because it's a college and a university, or I can go to different colleges, like unis in London, obviously still do musical theatre, or there's different kind of paths you can go down. Obviously, I'm still doing YouTube and I want to see where that goes, or I can get a job at the end of 2 years. It literally just depends, like, what's going on in the West End at the minute. Like, it's changing all the time, so they could be casting like an 18-year-old, or they could want someone with a bit more training. So I think I definitely want to go into musical theatre, but I'm just not sure if I'm going to go to uni or go get a job, or
What about you?
For me, I obviously, sorry.
No, it's fine. I was just asking. We were just asking sort of, what have you got many plans, Harvey, for after college?
I think I want to go uni, maybe. But yeah, I don't 100% know. Oh my god, why does this keep turning?
Oh, it's alright, Harvey, don't worry.
It's back. But yeah, I don't really know 100% yet.
Yeah, that's fair enough though.
Yeah.
I mean, because in your course you said you're doing lots of different parts about film and TV, so you might like find one that you want to go into and you don't know yet.
Yeah. So someone was asking, do your GCSE results, are they going to affect you in further life? Because you were saying they don't affect you getting onto this course. Do you think they'll affect you later on in life?
I think if I turn up to an audition and I didn't get, say, like a 7 in maths or whatever, then I'm going to be like, no. I think it goes off, like, your talent and stuff. And obviously, like, I'm carrying on with, like, YouTube, and obviously, like, YouTube don't care what GCSEs you got. I think it literally just depends on what career path you want.
Yeah. For me, I'm obviously not, like, the most intelligent, and, like, I feel like there's a lot more to me than just grades. So if I ever went to, like, a job interview or anything, they'll obviously 100% look at grades as well, but there's more to me, do you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't think it will really affect me as much as it like should, I guess. But yeah.
Do you think not having that pressure on your GCSEs made you not sort of think that they were that important when you were taking them then?
Yeah, 100%. I never revised really, because like that's just me being truly honest. I never really revised because I didn't have to get specific grades. So yeah, I kind of wish there was that tiny bit of stress, so then I might have tried harder.
Yeah, I feel like I did put in a lot of effort, and I still, I literally could have given up and thought, you know what, I don't need any GCSEs, I'm not even going to try, but I was still revising all the time. I feel like because I didn't have that pressure, I didn't stress myself out, so I wouldn't come home and cry, whereas in my mocks, I still had that pressure because I didn't know I'd get into that college. In mocks, I'd literally go home and cry every night about GCSEs and stuff, but then obviously I was a lot more relaxed when it came to GCSEs, so it made it a lot more easier.
Yeah. So if you were to go back and have to take your GCSEs again, do you think you'd have done things differently? Do you think you'd have been more calm about it, a bit more stressed about it, Olivia, or?
I literally don't think I would have changed anything. I feel like I had the right amount of stress and
a good balance.
Yeah.
That's what you need, really.
Yeah. So do you have any tips on sort of how to keep a good balance? Because obviously you said you did work really hard then. Do you have any tips for how to keep a good balance between doing work and sort of having a bit of a relaxed time as well?
I think find something that you love to do. Obviously for me, I filmed every day of GCSEs, and I was also filming previously to GCSEs. So YouTube was kind of my relaxation in a way. I'd stay up and edit and probably not get enough sleep, but yeah, that was kind of my break from it all. So I knew I'd revise, and then I could edit, and I could watch on YouTube, and I always had that to look forward to every night. So I think find something that you can look forward to doing after you've revised.
Mm-hmm. Have you got any tips then, Harvey?
I mean, yeah, I would just say if you're going to revise, then have specific times. You know how people have the day planner or something.
Mm-hmm.
Specific times allocated to revision, and then having your own you need your time to switch off and on. You know what I mean? So that can help, I guess. But yeah, that's just my tip.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it sounds like you're both fairly calm for your results next week then.
Yeah.
You're so chill.
Yeah, I would not be that chill, I don't think. No, but it is good to see you're all happy about things. But someone's just been asking about prom that you had a couple weeks ago. How was that? Was that did you have a good time there? Because they said they didn't actually get to go to prom at all.
Yeah, my prom was really good. I didn't really have very high expectations for it just because of what I've heard, prom's very overhyped. So I went in thinking, I can dress up, put a dress on, and it'll be good. And then I got there, and it was such a good night. We had a meal, and then it was dancing and stuff, and we spoke to all the teachers, and then we had a massive after prom where the whole year went to somebody's house, so that was really good. Yeah, it was a good night, and kind of a goodbye to everybody, because I probably won't see any of them ever again, so yeah.
It was fun. I was so scared to get on a boat, because I was on the boat and it was so scary. But other than that, it was all good. The songs were good, I guess, and yeah, it was quite fun.
Yeah, sort of a final goodbye then, like Olivia said, which is nice. So yeah, it's been really good to sort of get you guys' opinion on how things are going at the moment. And obviously, if you want to see a bit more of Olivia, then you can go over to Instagram after the live stream is finished. And you can also see her live takeover tomorrow on YouTube again. But right now, we've got some games coming up, so that is very exciting stuff. So, Ivy, the first game that we've got is...
Hi, it's Jade. I'm still enjoying the summer, but MSE is busy getting ready for its biggest ever results season.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
There will be daily videos and live streams.
Thank you for that. We will end the Skype call now then, and I'll grab the wheel. If you want to end the Skype call, I'll just grab the wheel.
Our GCSE reaction team as they get their results. And we will be going into the early hours the night before results.
Right, so what do the numbers mean?
So join MSE for results season 2019. We're with you all the way.
I bet you can't now, I second.
If you're applying for a place at university or college through clearing and haven't sorted your student finance yet, you need to apply now. The quickest and easiest way to apply is online at www.gov.uk/studentfinance. You might not get all your student finance in time for the start of your course, but we'll try to make sure you get at least some money as close as possible to the start of your course. But the sooner you apply, the better your chances of having it all sorted. If you've already applied for student finance, but your choice of course, university or college has changed, you need to let us know as soon as possible, as it could affect how much you get. You can do this by logging into your account at www.gov.uk/studentfinance.
And
Yeah.
how are we doing people's names that comment?
Those two names.
Okay. And then we'll spin at the very end. So the first two people that get this right.
Okay, 5 seconds.
Okay, I get it, I think.
So now we've got our game section of the live stream, which is very exciting.
Yeah.
We've got the wheel back with us, which is one of our favourite parts. So if you haven't ever played one of our games on one of our live streams before, then this is how it goes. So the first game we're going to be playing is Faces and Places. So what will happen is, no, it is not. We are going to be playing a riddle game. So, with the riddles, what is going to happen is the riddle is going to come up on the screen next to us. You'll be able to see the riddle. What you've got to do is answer that riddle by commenting in the comments below. And the first two people to get the correct answer will be noted down, and you'll have a number on the board. And then at the end of the riddles game, we'll spin it, and if it comes to your number, then you will be the lucky winner. So we've got a practice one, just so you can get used to it and know exactly sort of how the game is going to be working. If you're not good at riddles, then good luck. Maybe this is your chance, and you're better than you expected. So the practice riddle is, what has hands but cannot clap? So this is the practice one. So if you want to comment down below what you think the answer would be, this is your chance. Do you have any ideas of what this could be, Ivy?
I am useless at things like this. I don't know why, I just can't connect in my mind.
I'm awful at riddles. I'm probably one of the worst people. But as this is just a practice one, obviously the people that are winning as it's such this round, they won't actually be winning, but we've got a lot of correct answers in here. So the correct answer was a clock. So if you were one of the first two people, then your name would have been written down, but because that was a practice round, we're not doing that. So we have our next one. So if you didn't get to that one, hopefully this one will be your chance. And remember to be typing quickly as to what you think the answer is. So this riddle is, who am I? A father's child, a mother's child, yet no one's son. So be quick typing in your answers.
This is tense.
I know, it's very tense. We haven't had any answers yet, so you could be in with a chance still of winning that prize. I honestly am probably one of the worst people at riddles.
I think it's because we were saying before, we're both overthinkers.
Yeah.
So I think too deep into it, and really it's you just
the
gotta...
answer's almost too obvious.
Yeah.
There seems to be a lot of opportunities to get the answer in, because we haven't really had anyone yet tonight. Ooh, there's a lot of different answers in here, you know. We have had a few correct answers. Oh, there are so many more of the correct answers coming in now.
They're coming.
So, Ivy, would you like to reveal what the correct answer was?
The correct answer is a daughter.
So the people that got that the quickest was Emily Bridge and Mads Hopes. So your names have been noted down, your numbers 1 and 2. So good luck to all those who didn't quite get it just yet.
There's still chance.
6 more chances.
Yeah, exactly.
So your winning chance may still be in there. So the second question is, if you drop me, I'm sure to crack. Give me a smile, I'll always smile back. What am I? If you think you have any kind of idea, pop it in the comments, because you may be right. We've not had any right answers yet, so you could still be in the chance. We've got a few answers coming in.
Ooh. They all come in at once.
So
it's
excited.
Everyone just suddenly realises and they're like...
Oh, we have had a few of the correct answers. We've got quite a variety of answers actually. But the correct answer was in fact a mirror. So the people that answered that correctly first was Merlin Smith and Shark Mo. So you guys are going to be having your numbers up on the wheel, and you could be in with a chance of winning when we spin it at the end.
I see where people were going with phone though. That makes sense as well.
Definitely.
But I guess a phone is kind of like a sort of...
Someone else said like a glass, and you can see like you get a bit of a reflection from that.
Oh,
so yeah. Someone said a ball. I don't quite know where they were going with that one, but you know, a lot of answers to riddles are quite out there, so...
Yeah, I mean...
If you don't know, have a guess at anything. You could be right. So, we have got the winners down for that question. So, our next riddle is, what always runs but never walks, and has a bed but never sleeps, has a mouth but never eats? It's quite a difficult one.
Yeah.
I'd say maybe someone who's just a bit tired. I'm actually not tired. They're very energetic, aren't they, if they're running?
That's true. Who would always choose to run?
That's
a bad. I hate running. No. I can't do it.
If I can do anything slower, then I will.
Yeah, too lazy. I'm too lazy for my own good.
We have had a few answers in, and oh my gosh, a lot of you. There's only been one person to not get the right answer. So the answer was in fact a fence. No, it wasn't. No. I'm reading the wrong answer. The answer was a river. Sorry, the people with that guessed a fence. That was a good option. So good that I thought it was the answer.
Yeah.
So the people that won that one were Chris Black and Shark Mo. That is the second correct answer in there.
On the ball. I'm impressed.
In there, like you. That's your second chance. So that means you're even more likely.
Oh yeah.
Of getting up there. And Shark Mo. So. If you're a bit disappointed because you haven't quite got a correct answer just yet, don't worry, because we still have so many more riddles. And as people have been guessing random things, like even if you're not great at riddles, just put anything in there, you may be winning.
Yeah.
So should we go for the next riddle? Do you want to read it out for us, Ivy?
Lighter than what I am made of, more of me is hidden than is seen. What am I?
I feel like when I read a riddle, I just feel like I'm not very clever because I get really confused.
In my mind, it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
That's confusing. Lighter than what I'm made of, more of me is hidden than is seen.
See, to me, if I saw that, I wouldn't even think it was a proper sentence.
I wouldn't know where to start, just like
no, definitely not.
Words.
We've had some people saying they're so bad at this, but don't worry, guys. I haven't seen a correct answer just yet, so you still have a chance. Just guess anything and you may be right. We've still not had any correct answers, so everyone is still in a chance with winning here. So we're still waiting for someone to get that right answer. Even if you don't, you may be thinking of something and be like, no, this is too far off, this is definitely not the answer. Put it in the comments.
This one.
You might be right.
It's
a difficult one.
Yeah.
Like, I thought the other ones were difficult, but this one has been proving to be the most difficult one.
Yeah.
No one has got it yet.
Oh.
Have we had any?
Oh.
Well, we may or may not have had one. So, Ivy, we've only had sort of one person. Do you think we should maybe give them a little bit of a clue?
Oh, we've had two now.
Have we had two people?
Yeah, we've had two.
Oh, congratulations. So, the first correct answer was from Mads Hopes again, and the second one was Samantha, who earlier I saw her saying just how bad she was at these. So
you're not that bad.
Not so bad
Samantha.
anymore.
Believe in yourself. So the answer was iceberg, which, you know, it makes sense after you like read it and you're like,
definitely.
But I wouldn't have gotten that
at all. There was a lot of different guesses of like air and feathers and things like that.
I guess it was the lighter than what I am made of.
Yeah.
That was the confusing part.
Bit. Yeah. So we have got another one. The next one is, you answer me although I never ask you questions. What am I? See, I don't even always answer people when they do ask me questions.
Yeah, just like choose not to listen.
Or if the question is just a bit too difficult. Although hopefully that wasn't you guys when you were doing your exams. Hopefully you were answering all of those questions. You just keep your answers coming in because you may be right. Ooh, there are some good guesses on here.
Yeah.
I think we have had our first two people. See, my favourite I think was text from an ex. That was my favourite answer. However, unfortunately, that was not the actual answer.
That's a good try though.
Yeah. The answer was in fact a telephone. So Alana Riggs and Rachel Roberts, you guys are getting your names up on the board.
Right. So we've got 2 more left. So you're still in with a chance.
That's 4 more people that have a chance of getting their name on there.
That's true. Think about that. Right. Are you ready? The next one is, the more you take away, the bigger I become. What am I? It seems like a paradox in itself.
Yeah. These are so difficult. You guys are like on it tonight though. We have had so many good answers to these.
Ooh, ego. That's interesting.
Ooh, have we had any correct ones?
Yeah, we have.
Ooh, we've had enough. We have had 2 correct answers on here. So, there was good ones in here, but the actual correct answer was whole. So the person that was first with that was Merlin Smith, who we had answering early on. Still on it, aren't you, Merlin? And the second correct answer was from Rachel Roberts. So there we go. We have had a fair few people tonight who have been getting those answers. If you haven't had one yet, let's try and top those people. See if we can get a new name on the board.
I think you guys are just naturals at this.
Yeah,
I don't know how you're doing
definitely.
it, but it's impressive.
So if your name hasn't been one of the top people yet, this final one may be your chance. If not, we have got another game coming up later, which is Faces and Places. So that one may be more down your street. But first off, let's go for our final riddle of the evening. The final riddle is, what can hold water even though it has holes? See, I would just put nothing, to be honest.
It reminds me of that song, you know, like, there's a hole in my bucket.
Delilah, Delilah.
Yeah, that's all I thought of.
Maybe that's the answer.
It's going to be in my head all night now. Why did I do this to myself?
There we go. We have not had too many people answering so far, but we have had the correct answer.
Ooh. Oh, there's loads. Oh my goodness.
So many people. Oh my gosh, so many of you are on it. However, only 2 of you were the quickest ones, obviously. It was, in fact, a sponge. A sponge has got holes and it can still hold water. So we can reveal the winners of that were Alana Riggs and Merlin Smith. So those guys have got a good chance at winning.
Yeah.
So when we have the winner, Ivy, would you like to tell us how they will be contacted?
Yes, you have to DM us on Insta for your prize and then we'll talk to you through there. So if you're lucky and the wheel of fortune
is on your
side, then DM us.
Yes.
And we will hit you up.
So we have got a long list of names here of everyone who has got a correct answer and being one of the first 2 people to get a correct answer on those riddles. And honestly, they were good, those answers. So Ivy, would you like to spin the wheel of fate?
Oh wow.
And see who has won the first prize this evening?
Okay, here you go. This is it. Oh, I love this.
It is number 2, and number 2 was Mad's Hopes. So what you have to do is go and DM us on Instagram, let us know who you are, and we will send you your prize. So well done. But don't worry, if you haven't won a prize and you're a bit disappointed, we will have Faces and Places, which is one of our favourite games here on MSE, and that is coming up in not too long. And if you've never played it before, this is your chance to play it for the first time, so make sure you don't go away.
Finished my A-level exams at the start of this summer.
It's drawing closer.
I am very scared.
What am I going to do? It's fast approaching.
I'm Olivia Greenhalgh and I'm going to be part of MSE's amazing GCSE results season coverage. Watch me exclusively live on MSE's YouTube and Instagram. I'll be chatting to you guys and having lots of fun as we all wait for results. MSE will be streaming live every day, including Thursday, as we finally open those envelopes. So join me and hundreds of other GCSE students on MSE. We're with you all the way.
Providing you're not holding any offers, from the 5th of July you'll be able to add a clearing choice on track by clicking on the Add Clearing Choice option. Please do remember though to speak to a university or college you're looking to apply to in clearing before adding the choice.
Hi, it's Jade. I'm still enjoying the summer, but MSE is busy getting ready for its biggest ever results season. There will be daily videos and live streams, and all the latest from A-levels, UCAS and clearing. Our GCSE reaction team will be back as they get their results, and we will be going into the early hours the night before results. So join MSE for results season 2019. We're with you all the way.
Sound now, apparently.
If you're applying for a place at university or college through clearing and haven't sorted your student finance yet, you need to apply now. The quickest and easiest way to apply is online at www.gov.uk/studentfinance. You might not get all your student finance in time for the start of your course, but we'll try to make sure you get at least some money as close as possible to the start of your course. But the sooner you apply, the better your chances of having it all sorted. If you've already applied for student finance, but your choice of course, university or college has changed, you need to let us know as soon as possible, as it could affect how much you get. You can do this by logging into your account at www.gov.uk/studentfinance.
Okay, fine.
So sorry about the little technical difficulties there, but you can hear us all again, so it's all good. So the next game we are going to be playing is Faces and Places, and don't worry if you've never played it before, we will explain so everyone has a fair chance. So the way to enter is again by putting your answers in the comments down below. The way that we're going to play the game is on the screen next to us we will have a portion of someone's face, so maybe like an eye or a mouth or something like that, and you have to guess who they are and where they're from. So we need both parts of the answer for you to be the first person or the second person to be winning and be in with the chance of winning a prize. Personally, I feel like this would be almost more difficult than riddles because, you know, I find I'm just not very good with faces.
Yeah.
And I don't know who anyone is.
There might be a few different, you might know some of them and then not the others.
Yeah,
So.
and when we say places, we mean the country that they are from. So if they're from maybe France or Germany or America, something like that, that's what we're looking for, those kind of things. So make sure when you're doing your commenting, you're putting like their name and their place in the same comment.
So you need both of them?
Yeah.
Right, so if you don't do both and you only
parts.
do one, then you're just giving other people the answer.
Exactly.
Do both.
Keep them to yourself till you know both parts. So as with last time, we will have a little practice round just so that we know that everyone knows what's going on before we start the game. So the first person is going to be on the screen any second now. Who is this? Does anyone have any idea? Just pop it down in the comments below if you think you have any kind of ideas of who they are.
And where they're from.
Yeah, both parts. Remember, you need both parts in there. If you want any kind of clues, we have had some people guessing already.
The science guy.
Yeah.
That's very accurate.
Yeah. We have had a fair few answers now, so we can reveal the full face. This was Professor Brian Cox, and he's from the UK.
Yeah.
So well done for any of you that guessed that, but unfortunately that was just a practice round, as we said, so there's no winners from that round. But hopefully you all know exactly what is going on and exactly how to play. So remember, in the comments you want to put their name and the country that they are from. Should we have a go at the first real round then?
Oh, yeah, let's get started.
So this is the first real face we have, or section of their face. Who is this and where are they from? Let us know in the comments. If you don't know who they are or where they're from, or you know one part and not the other part, take a little guess. You may be right.
Right. This is.
Should we give any clues? We'll wait and see if we get a few people.
Wait a bit. Someone might know.
If you're struggling, then we may give a little clue or two out there. There's a few guesses already. There's quite a lot of different people you're guessing in here. Should we give a little bit of a clue? Because I think we've had a fair few guesses, but I'm not too sure if they're on the right kind of lines. Ooh. We've got some more guesses in there. Keep your guesses coming in.
Getting intense. Yes.
It is getting intense.
Yes, it is.
We have actually had 2 guesses for the right person, and they have guessed the place and the face. So we can reveal. Who was it, Ivy?
Margot Robbie from Australia.
Yes. And the people who guessed that the quickest were Merlin Smith. You are on it like you were last time. And the second person to have guessed it correctly was Mick Potter, in with the chance. A very loyal follower we have there.
Merlin, are you just like omniscient?
Got the answers?
Intense.
Have you got a cheat sheet from somewhere?
Hacked us.
Hacked us, no way. So, we've got a few more, and you guys seem to be pretty on it with guessing these people, so hopefully you'll be on it with this next one. So the next face will be on the screen any minute. Can you guess who they are and where they're from? Remember, we do need both parts in the comment. So if you think you know their name, hold off till you think you know where they're from. And remember, the country is what we're looking for.
That is a smoulder and a half right there.
Yes.
That is an intense gaze.
Definitely.
Can't tell whether he looks like a bit concerned or
angry, kind of.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I wonder where it's from.
One. He doesn't look like he's having a great time though, does he? Maybe he's waiting for his results.
Yeah, maybe.
We've had a fair few guesses, but I haven't seen anyone just yet with the right answer. You guys seem to all be kind of on the same wavelength though, because you seem to be guessing the same people when you're all guessing. But keep the guesses going. Should we give a little clue?
Yeah, go on.
Oh, what clue should we give? Should we give a clue about their name?
Should we give the initials of their name?
Let's give the initials. So the initials of their name are JS. Does anyone know who this man is, beginning with JS?
To be fair, I saw, like, looking and thinking Ryan Reynolds, like,
you can see it.
I get where people are coming from with that. But no, JS.
And we haven't had any of his name yet. We've had a few people guessing the right country. Ooh.
What?
Someone's guessed JS. Is it the right one, though? You'll have to keep guessing and see. Who
This has got them
could it
stumped.
be? I think this is a difficult one. I thought some of the ones we have coming up later were going to be the ones that people were going to find tricky, but it seems like this is the tough one. Ooh.
Keep going.
Keep going. We're having some very good guesses in here.
Emily says pass. So
definitely finding
she's
it
a bit
little
stuck
difficult.
there.
Should we try and give them another clue, Ivy?
Yeah.
Do I have a clue?
Know anything about this man? JS.
I don't know a great deal about them, but you see, you guys are kind of almost there with the country. There's a few sort of different guesses in there. We're just getting you a clue.
Okay. So apparently this guy has worked in comedy. Okay.
Who is this JS Comic Genius?
Yeah.
We're having a few different answers now. Has anyone got the right
So a funny
answer?
guy, you might know him, he might have made you laugh a few times. It's a pretty good
Maybe
hint,
that's
I
why
think.
he's kind of his eyes like that, because he's laughing. He doesn't really look like he's laughing.
No,
but
he looks pretty serious in that, but
Yeah.
we can tell you he's a
funny guy.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've seen any correct answers yet, so keep those guesses coming in. We've definitely had some of the right country, a fair few people from the right country. Do you think we should just reveal who it is, Ivy? I think this is too much of a difficult one.
What should I say? Okay, last clue. This is, if you don't get this, then, you know, this is game over. He was in We're the Millers.
There we go, come on.
So,
this is a
if you don't know now, then you're never going to know. Get it in.
Does anyone know who this comic genius from We're the Millers is? His initials are JS. We're basically giving the answer away to you at this point. We'll give you 1 more minute to try and get your answer in. We're getting quite a lot of different answers in, but we may have had one. Keep those answers because you're still in with a chance. We're getting a lot of answers in now. I think we have the winners.
Here.
So it was in fact Jason Sudai. That is how to pronounce that name.
What I like to. Jason Sudeikis? Something like
and
that.
he's from the USA. And the first person. See, this is difficult. Would you consider this as the correct one? Because I feel like they were trying to spell his name, but I don't know if it's quite close enough to consider it.
I don't think that's close enough.
We need the good spellings in here. So, the first person to have got it correctly was Merlin Smith once again. On it with those names. Merlin.
Go Merlin.
It feels like you're in here. Are you sat in here with us secretly knowing the answers? And the second person to have got it was... do we think that was... I feel like that was probably just a slight typo.
No, that's not close enough.
No, not quite close enough. Sorry there. So the second person to have got it right was Shark Mo once again from last time. Seems like Shark is a pro at both games.
Yeah.
So that was a pretty difficult one. Hopefully you guys are going to find our next one slightly easier. This is part of their face. Let us know if you can figure out what their name is and what country they are from.
That's proper up close, that one.
That is very up close. They look a lot happier than Jason did.
Yeah, they do.
A lot
Getting
happier.
different moods here.
Merlin is on fire. Chris is correct. I feel like Merlin may be one of those people that is sort of one of our top scorers in here.
like a general knowledge genius.
Yeah.
You could go on like one of those chat shows where they just...
So we have had a lot of answers in so far. However, none of them are quite right.
Ooh.
We're having sort of like half of the answer in there, but not the full thing. Keep those guesses coming. Ooh. I'd say keep going in with your guesses because we're getting close.
Yeah, we're close.
We're definitely getting there, guys. Oh, we've done it. We've got some answers. So a lot of you were guessing it was Serena Williams. Not quite there. It was in fact her sister, Venus Williams, from the USA. So the first person to guess that correct was... Where have you gone? It was... Hi Me Makes. I think that would be their username. They did put it in 2 messages, but they did get
them one
the
answer,
correct,
yeah.
the correct answer. And the second person to have got the answer correct was Mick Posser. Well done, Mick.
Mick says yes, which I'm
on it with the answers today.
Well done.
We love a good yes. So, you found that one a little bit difficult at the beginning, but then you all came through. Let's see, can anyone guess our next face? Who do you think this person looks like? And where are they from?
Okay, this is hard.
It is a very difficult one.
What is this facial expression here we're saying? What do you think?
I feel like they're like either like arguing with someone or they're very confused at something.
Deep in thought, maybe.
Yeah.
Like they know what they're talking about.
Who is this face?
This mouth. Do you recognise?
Does this mouth give anything away about who they are or where they're from? I've had a few guesses, but not too many, so keep those guesses coming in. Maybe we've done it a bit too difficult for tonight. We're just trying to train you up, getting you good at these games, aren't we, guys?
No clue.
A few guesses.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's people commenting I don't know. To be honest, that's the kind of guess I would be making as well. Oh, I think we have had it. We've had quite a variety of guesses this time. But we can reveal the full face was actually Trevor Noah from South Africa. The first person to guess that, you're going to think we're rigging this, but it was Merlin Smith.
Yeah.
A current sort of answerer, and also Rachel Roberts. So well done to you guys.
Go you two.
Woo! If you haven't got a correct answer tonight in either of our games, don't worry, there is still much more time for you to guess. We've got sort of like 3 or 4 more people to come up, so these may be your chances. Let's reveal the next part of someone's face. See if we have any more people guessing the correct answer this time. I feel like this is we've given you quite a lot of their face this time.
We've got another blonde here.
I feel like maybe we're going back into the slightly easier ones. See if you guys agree with us or not.
It's harder than you think, though. Like,
it is. And like, because we know the answer, it's like, yeah, it's obvious of who that is, but it really isn't.
No.
I would be awful at this game, I can tell you that now. We've had a fair few guesses. We haven't had anyone who's fully correct yet, though. Keep those guesses coming in, because I think some of you guys are getting a little bit closer to the answer.
Right.
We have done it.
We've had it.
I think we gave you a bit of an easier one there, really, didn't we? So, this was the full face. Who was it, Ivy?
It was Shakira from Colombia.
It was indeed. And the first person to get that right was Michael... I'm not going to attempt your last name because I do not want to offend you. And the second person to guess it right was... Because we needed both the face and the country to be correct. Would we say her or them?
I think you've got to go.
Got to go with this one.
Yeah.
So because of a slight typo, I'm sorry, Miss Amelia, you missed out just about. But the second person to get it right was Alana Riggs, who has again answered a few times before now. So if you're just missing out every time, just try and get those fingers a little bit quicker on your typing.
Miss Amelia, I don't know if that was like a nickname for her, like Shakers, because I could go with that, but
yeah,
just a bit of a
we need
typo.
the full name.
Too fast on the typing.
Full name of the face and the full name of the country they are from. So this is the next portion of a face. Is this one going to be any luckier for you?
Here we go.
Who do we think this person is?
So this is the second to last one. So 4 more people are going to be in with a chance.
2 more chances of being up there.
It's quite a loving gaze, that. That's
He seems like a friendly kind of person.
Yeah.
Keep those guesses coming in because this could be your chance. You may be thinking you're way off when in reality you have got it. We have not had anyone guessing right just yet, so keep those guesses coming in. I feel like this seems to be quite a hard one.
I think this one is hard.
Ooh. Do you know what? People have been coming through. Keep those guesses coming in. We have done it. Those guesses paid off. So, shall we reveal the full face on the screen of who this person was? It was Dev Patel from England/India. So we would have selected either of those. And the first person to have guessed it was Michael again from last round. And the second person to have got it correct was Miss Amelia. So you did it this time.
Oh yeah, Miss Amelia.
You were slightly off last time, but don't worry.
I bet you took a bit longer to type it out that time to just make sure. Double
and it
check.
paid off.
It did.
So this is our final face and place of the evening.
The last chance for tonight.
Who is it? This could be your chance. You may not have got any of them yet, but this could be it. The final guess could make you a winner. And then we get to spin the wheel of fun. Who doesn't want to spin that?
Yeah.
Keep those guesses coming in because this could be your chance.
This is it. 2 more people.
I've seen my favourite guess so far, Peppa Pig.
I'm not quite sure where the resemblance is
if
there.
you think it's Peppa Pig, keep those guesses coming in and put where you think Peppa Pig is from.
I also like the collective Avengers.
Yeah.
Which is more than
all
one
of
person.
the Avengers. Every single one of them.
Yeah.
You may be on the right lines. If you think it's one of them, put a direct name and you may be onto it. Have we had anyone correct just yet? We're getting a lot of good guesses in here, so keep your guesses coming in. Because we are looking for 2 people to get the correct guess. So you may still be in a chance there.
This is a split really. Like there's not really one that people are certain of.
There's a lot of different people that you think it is. Are you right though?
Oh, we've now got Peppa Pig from her house. So you wanted a country. I'm not quite sure there's a country.
No.
But yeah.
Anywhere more specific than their house and you may be a winner. You never know. Is it Peppa Pig? We haven't quite had 2 people with the correct answer yet. We have had 1, but we haven't had 2. So keep those guesses coming in and you could be on it.
Someone said the Colgate woman. I mean, she looks like she has lovely
She has got good
from
teeth.
that photo.
She has. If Colgate are looking for a new person and it isn't her already, here we go.
We'll recommend.
Keep those guesses coming in. Remember, we need the full name and place. I think we have just had our...
We've got it.
We have had 2 answers. There was a very mixed response in that round, I must say. It seems to be a very difficult one.
We made it hard for the last
one. A lot of people, but this is their full face. It was Jacinda Ardern from New Zealand, who is the Prime Minister of New Zealand. So, big up those people who had their knowledge of New Zealand. The first person to get that correct was Merlin Smith. And the second person who guessed that right was Miss Amelia. So your typing skills have improved since the one a couple of games ago. And it is time to spin the wheel. Would you like to spin it? See if we can
I'll
guess.
spin it a bit harder this time.
See who our winner is this time. Bit of a drum roll in the comments for us, please. Who is it going to be? Oh, that was so close to number 14. It was number 1. And number 1 was Merlin Smith.
A rightful winner, I think.
Definitely.
With the amount of times you got it right.
You did very good this round. So Merlin Smith, remember, just head over to Instagram, DM us, let us know who you are, and we will let you know how to get hold of that prize. So well done to everyone who took part in the game today. But don't worry, it's results season and you guys are stressed, so we have a few more games coming up, so make sure you're staying tuned over the week. And also, you know, if you are looking at getting those results, good luck, and try and like relax a little bit.
Yeah, keep it chill.
Yeah. But very well done for all those people with those games tonight. And we will see you very soon.